Hey, what's up? Good morning and welcome to Coffee and Kly. Today is Monday, June 29th, 2026. Tomorrow's the last day of the month, and congratulations, you made it. Tomorrow, finally, Pride Month is over. Ugh. Oh my God, these people are crazy, aren't they? Well, today your headlines are going to be a little bit about that, a bit about the some parks chaos that's happened. Some things about America, some things about Elon, some good stuff, right? A few funny things we're gonna throw in. My X feed is pretty wild, so I'm just gonna take for what it is. I pull it up every day. If you're just joining us, please like and share the video. Subscribe to my channel. My channel has gotten a little surge, man. I gained like 200 subscribers since yesterday. That's crazy. I don't really understand it, but I'm not complaining. And thank you, YouTube. Appreciate that. So, if you're just joining me for the first time, I do this video, this specific thing every single day. The first thing I wake up, the first thing I do when I wake up is I grab a cup of coffee. I get on the most trusted name in news, Twitter, and I just doom scroll for a little bit, 45 minutes to an hour. And something once hit me. I said, well, dumbass, why aren't you recording this and just post it as a video? Raw video, not a lot of editing. The only time I edit this is if I need to pull out copyrighted music or clip out a trans titty or some shit, you know? And lots of people ask me, why don't you do Coffee and Kly's live? Two reasons. Number one, I just woke up. It's so much more to set up a live. I'm doing the Coffee and Class for 45 minutes. It's hard to stream only for 45 minutes. You got to have like the long haul 5-6 hour streams. I can't do that. The second reason is there's so many things on Twitter that aren't allowed on YouTube that if I'm scrolling and I see like a Katie Davis court yesterday, she posted videos of completely naked biological men, completely naked biological men in a parade with what appeared to be breasts dancing in front of children. I can't post that. I can't put that on YouTube. I will not just get a ding. I will lose my fucking channel. So I have to be able to edit this because I'm just randomly scrolling without really looking first. I have to be able to edit it, right? I have to. Okay, so we're just going to get started real quick. Let's do it. Thank you so much, by the way, for everyone who came to our test podcast. Sunday night must be ain't nothing else to watch because we had like 4,000 viewers. That's crazy. Hey, for all the people who think all I do is grift off of Tommy, I came up with doing the Sunday podcast on my own. I made the thumbnail and the flyer thing on my own. I organized the people who came on my own. I set up on my own. No Tommy last night. He didn't show up. We had like 400 concurrent and like 4,000 total. Yes. Yes. That's awesome. I had a couple trolls. That's beautiful. It's something weird on YouTube. Some of the trolls, they've figured out a way to be unbannable. You click, you ban, they don't go away. They keep coming. You just individually can remove their post, but that's it. That's so weird. I don't understand that. What else? Oh yeah, this coming weekend is July 4th. Happy birthday, America. It's the 250th anniversary. So I believe that on July 4th itself, which is going to be her calendar, I think it's, yep, Saturday. So Saturday, July 4th, we are going to be going to um, Typhoon, Texas. Sorry, my coffee, 7 o'clock in the morning. We're going to Typhoon, Texas. I spoke to the PR manager. She actually listened and was interested. So we're going to go there. We're going to be off their property, but she gave me some good advice good advice on where to be and to coordinate with the cops that are going to be out there directing traffic. Because you saw my little flag wave. That was just a kind of like a neighborhood street at 10 o'clock in the morning randomly. You're really, on July 4th, you are really going to see what Texas traffic and Houston specifically can be like. Oh my God. It's going to be fucking crazy. We're probably going to see 5,000 cars that day in a couple hours. So, Art and his Patriot son are going to come from San Antonio again. We have a couple other people I'm talking to. So, if you would like to join us and you're near the Houston area, or you're going to be in Houston for the 4th, please join us about 10:30 in the morning till about 1 or 2 in the afternoon, depending on how hot it is. We're going to be waving our flags. No political flags, no political stuff. This cannot be about Trump. We gotta bring America together. It's not about Trump. Trump's not gonna be our president in a couple years from now. So we have to move past that. I love Trump and I would love for him to remain president, but that's not how our country works. And we have to have a fair and honest election and elect a new president. Donald Trump is going to go retire and hopefully go spend the rest of his days on a golf course somewhere enjoying himself. But we can't, there seems right now to be this thing where waving the American flag and being a patriotic American means that you are also a far right extremist that loves President Trump, that that's absolutely one-sided. And we have to get back to the liberal Democrat able to wave the American flag in solidarity with me and yet still disagree with me on the president and his policies. If you equate the president and what he's doing, no matter who the president is, whether it's Obama or Trump or a Clinton or whoever else, it doesn't really matter, okay? When Biden was the president, I didn't hate America. I hated Joe Biden. I wasn't mad at America. I was mad at Joe Biden. You know what I mean? So we have to get back to where a Democrat, liberal, who hates Trump also loves America. And they don't. They hate America. And I know some of our liberal viewers, hi Joe, they don't like that statement. They say, what do you mean we hate America? No, we don't. Yes, you do. If you're willing to fly an upside down American flag and then burn it in the streets of America, well, that ain't got nothing to do with Donald Trump. Why are you burning my fucking flag? What the hell's wrong with you? You hate America. So if you don't hate America and you're liberal, I'll tell you what, I have a challenge for you. If you're liberal or moderately liberal, right? And you're not all crazy and you don't want me and all my friends dead, right? If you're a moderate liberal and you don't like the president, you don't like Trump, I challenge you. Be an American. Come out to our flag wave on July 4th at Typhoon, Texas in Katy. Come out there and I will hand you my American flag and you can wave my American flag. I know not one person will take me up on that offer, but I dare you. I mean, that's what we've come to, folks. I have to do the elementary school. I double dog dare you. Come on. Put your money where your mouth is. You're liberal, but you don't hate America? Come prove it, because I don't believe you. Speaking of loving America, we're starting with this. Eagle Ed Martin, great X account for 250th birthday. Oh, look at this account. 1776 live, 250. Oh, definitely going to follow that account. Go follow that. I'll show you again. 250 years ago live. That's what the at is. That's good. I like it. All right. Thomas Jefferson submits the final draft of his Declaration of Independence to the Continental Congress. I just want to. I don't want to mess up my feed or anything, but that looks cool. Cursive. Hey, that's how we can take over the country from all these young liberals. Just write in cursive, and everybody drives a stick. Yep. Because they can't do that shit. All right, let me see here. A couple ads I got rid of. Yeah, when I see an ad for whatever product, I just get rid of it. I don't want to do that. Okay, all right. So what is this? Nicki Minaj. Thank you for saving free speech, Elon. Happy birthday. Love always from Gag City and the Barbs. Nicki Minaj is sort of based, isn't she? I don't really care for her or her brand of entertainment, music, whatever. You know, just, yeah. But Nicki Minaj, let me see. Let me see. Nicki Minaj. She's Trinidadian. I was wondering where she was from. I wasn't sure. She's 43 years old. So I'm older than Nicki Minaj. That's crazy. Real name Onika Tanya Mirage Petty. Mirage Petty is a Trinidadian rapper. Okay, yeah, see, I'm not really a fan of that kind of music. But hey, if she's with Elon, publicly wishing him a happy birthday and thanking him for saving free speech, I guess I can get on board with her. Even though I'm not a fan of her music, I could be a fan of her, right? That's pretty base, don't you think? I don't know. Is she a liberal? Or I can't imagine she's a liberal and she posted this. You know what I mean? Interesting. Okay. All right. What's this? Oh, this is. Oh my god. I saw a little clip of this earlier. I was like, what the fuck, man? Radical left receipts. Maybe I'll just do this so you can see every time I come across a new one. There you go. Radical left receipts. You know what? I'm following. Oh, I'm following you already. Okay. Just in, a pride parade in Washington Square Park has gotten completely out of control. Riding on horses with assless chaps and twerking in front of kids to vandalizing property and fighting with cops. What an embarrassment. So is Washington Square Park, that's not Cal Anderson Park, right? Washington Square Park. Oh, that's in New York. Okay, I'm stupid because I thought Washington Square Park meant that's how much I know. I thought Washington Square Park meant Washington, like Seattle. No, this is right near New York. Yeah, this is like am I doxing anything? Okay. This is like this. Washington Square Park. I don't know. I never been to New York before, so oh, it's like this thing, right? I didn't know that. Cool. All right, so I don't know. Let's watch this. Oh boy, this see. I don't know what they're gonna show. They're gonna have a titty or some balls. So this is why I can't do this live. I think if I did this live, the only way I could do this live is to go and pre-watch everything and set this up. You know, for only videos that are good. But then that kills the whole um like real reaction to it because I've already seen it, you know? You get my real reaction because seriously, I have not watched this yet. I just saw a tiny little like 2-second clip and I was like, oh shit. You know, I know that the majority of black people are wonderful. I have so many black friends. And I hate to be that white guy that says, oh, I have a black friend. No, I grew up, my best friend in the whole fucking planet, the longest friend I've had for my whole life, his name is Jason. What's up, boo? And he's black. And I didn't even notice for like 2 years that he was black. That's how much we didn't give a shit in the 80s and the 90s. I grew up around like a sea of different colors, and I don't give a fuck. And my friends, we don't give a fuck. So I really hate, I fucking hate this because they're chimping out. And let me make something clear. Every group has its Y ends. You know, white people got people out of control. Hispanic got Chinese people. Every group has a section of their group that they fucking don't like, right? That they hate. That they think is just, oh, you making us look so. Every time I see a fucking penny pinching cheap ass Jew on TV, I'm just like, oh man, here we fucking go again, man. Can't we just be normal? Why we gotta, So even the Jews are the same thing, you know? Everybody has them. Everybody has the group of whatever you are, whether you're straight, gay, whether you're white, black, Mexican, Chinese, American, foreign, it doesn't matter. Short, tall, whatever. Fat, doesn't matter. The group that you're in, you know some people that are a part of that group who have a fucked up brain and they're dumb or they do dumb shit or they make you look bad. They make you look bad. Everybody. So I really, really hate that the majority of the people in this park are black. The optics is just shit for you. It's like being gay and looking at all of this. I can't imagine looking at all this trans stuff and then you're gay too. And you're looking at all this trans stuff and going, I'm not. It's like Danny and Chris, right? I'm not interested in any of this shit. I mean, I'm in your category, kinda. It's the same thing. Same thing. I can't. If I was black and watching these fucking dudes like chimping the fuck out and doing this shit, I'm just like, you're holding us back like 80 years. Like that one girl that was dancing at the graduation and going like ape shit dancing. I hate to say ape shit. I know. I was like accidental humor. That was accidental. I didn't mean that. I always say the words ape shit to describe somebody losing their mind. I don't mean ape in any racist way or any sort of connotation that black people are like monkeys. I apologize for that. But that one girl dancing around at the graduation, she lost her diploma over it and she's going crazy. Like that right there, like how embarrassing for her family. Trash people do trash things, and it doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, what color your skin, your heritage. It doesn't matter. If you're a trash person, you know, stupid, ignorant, and crazy has nothing to do with the color of your skin. Is my eyes deceiving me? Is there somebody on top of the light with her ass out twerking? Everybody's pointing their cameras. Yeah. There is a chick on top of the light. Let me show you if I can. You can see my cursor, right? Okay. See that finger on my cursor? I'm going to put the finger at her feet. And here's her leg. There's her knee bent. There's her butt, her backside, and then her head's up here, right? So she's facing the light. She's kind of like bent at the knees. So I know it's hard to see, but that's where she's at. How you get up there? How the fuck you even get up there? Yeah.
make your summonses up.
I bet her dad is so proud. Nah, let's be real. I bet her dad is not there. He don't even know to be proud. She ain't got enough. Because I was trying to figure this out. Like, why are you so happy about this? What were you thinking? Like,
We're gonna take the speaker one. No more speakers, but if I hear sound, we're gonna take the speaker and issue a summons.
I feel so bad for these cops. What the fuck are they supposed to do with this? There's like 200 people out there. Like 5 cops. What are they supposed to do? Pull up a bus and try to grab as many people as I can? They would scatter like fucking rats in Asmongold's house. Fucking roaches and shit scattering, you know? They would scatter like roaches in Asmongold's house. It would be over. It just... poor cops, man. And I don't say that very often, right? Because there's good cops, and hey, there's bad fucking cops. When I get pulled over, which is very, very rare, knock on wood, I'm nervous too. So, I mean, look, not all cops are bad, but hey, not all cops are good. Same with people. Not all black people are bad. Not all black people are good. And it doesn't even matter about being black. You can replace the word black with any group at all. Not all fat people, but some fat people. Not all black, not all white people, not all Jewish people, not all Christians, not all gays. Not, you know what I'm saying? It'll work with anybody. Not all skinny people are assholes, but some of them are. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it ain't got nothing to do. It's just like, to me, there's only 2 categories. You either a dumbass or you're not a dumbass. So which one do you fall in? Are you a dumbass or are you not a dumbass? Because if you're not a dumbass, we can kick it. But if you are a dumbass, I want to kick you. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. James Woods, thank you. James Woods, I know you are super fucking famous and you don't know who the fuck I am. I get that. But, God, I would love to get you on the Town Hall Tuesday. Seriously. I really would. I really would. There he is. 5.3 million followers, James Woods. That would be so amazing. I can't imagine him ever even, like, seeing my message. See, the problem is when you write somebody a message that you don't talk to, who's not following you, it doesn't go into their chat. It goes into the requests part of their chat. And you don't see the request and unless you go there. It's like a completely different category. So that's why these people aren't seeing my message, because it's going into a sea of 10,000 other requests that they're getting. That's why the way I got to Adam Francisco and the way I got to Puppet Edgar was I noticed they had just posted something like a minute ago, and I was one of the first comments because I knew they had their phone. I knew they were posting shit. I knew they were like active on social media. So I wrote a comment. I think that's probably the best way of getting to these people. It's just like, see, this one is too many. It's already got 1.1 million views, 2,100 comments. He's not going to see my comment. But if he had just posted this and I was comment 4, we might get him on the Town Hall Tuesday. You know what I mean? Worst they can say is no. Okay. I saw this earlier. Like, look, watch this. Watch this. Is there music or something? I don't like the way that guy eats. He eats like he's never eaten before and is never going to eat again. That's funny. He scared the hell out of himself in the mirror. What a loser. Interesting. You got an interesting look with the hair, and then it's shaved underneath, you know? And then, interesting. All right. Mike Engelman, thank you very much. Mike Engelman. I'm going to go ahead and follow you. Oh, look what he said. America is a constitutional republic, not a democracy. I already like you, bro. I already like you. Just so you know, Mullen actually believed January 6th was a Trump-led insurrection. He still does. Look at this fucking weak-ass little bitch hiding behind a chair. Look, everybody. This guy thinks he's going to be protected from a bullet by a thin piece of wood. Look at this chair. I mean, think about this. Think about what he's trying to shield himself away from. Right? All the weaponry, right? Even though nobody like okay, AR-15, right? The scary assault rifle. He probably thinks AR stands for assault rifle. So a bullet, right? You don't think that a bullet can go through all that, the chair and stuff and the padding? He's hiding behind a piece of paper, is what I'm saying. Look at the look on his face. What a scared little bitch. Jesus, dude. All right. Brianna Morello. I don't know who you are, but we voted for mass deportations. We want our communities back. Yeah. You know, honestly, straight up. What happened to that? I know Israel. I know Iran is important. I know you had to get Maduro. I get that. I'm with you. Kind of. However, we should be deporting 100 times more people than you guys. The liberals think that ICE is doing too much. I think ICE isn't doing enough. I did see a report. Greg Bovino shared that they added 10,000 ICE agents. That's not enough. Can we add 100,000 ICE agents? Can the ICE agents like body slam and suplex people before putting them in handcuffs just for effect? We're not doing enough. We need to be deporting 20,000 people a day. We need to be deporting so many people that it becomes a problem in the logistics of deporting them. Meanwhile, I don't know what the hell. Why does everybody talk a big fucking game to become president and to do all this? And you're like so locked into what you believe and all this stuff. And then you become president. And then all of a sudden you switch gears and you soften your tone. What did the aliens get to you or something and threaten you? I don't understand. Did they threaten to enslave Earth unless you follow what all the other presidents had to follow? I don't understand why even with Trump, and this is from somebody who's a fan of Trump who voted for him 3 times, even with Trump, why aren't we, what happened to America first, America only? It seems like, honestly, his entire presidency so far, all we've been doing is been worrying about geopolitical issues and not domestic issues. I don't understand. Why isn't the National Guard sent to Cal Anderson Park? Why isn't the National Guard sent to all these cities? I mean, it's so bad that New York, of all fucking places, New York has elected a Muslim mayor. That's how far off the fucking path of common sense we have fallen. When are we going to stand up and be Americans? I think that our focus should absolutely turn away from anything outside of this country and 100% focus on all of our domestic issues. I don't live in Israel or Iran or Venezuela. I live in Texas and the United States. So I only give a fuck about Texas and the United States. You blowing up Iran, you doing shit with Israel, you Venezuela and all the Maduro and all this stuff, everything you're doing has seriously, I mean this, has absolutely no effect on my day-to-day life. Zero. See, liberals, that's called still supporting your president, still loving your country, but still having an issue with some of the things that they're doing. It's called being a grown-up adult. You guys should try it sometime. Let's watch this. Matt Van Swole. I know I'm already following you. Thank you very much. Absolutely terrifying footage is emerging from Kentucky of tractor trailers, buildings, and huge propane tanks being lifted up and carried downstream. People are seen floating their life's possessions out through windows. Oh, pray for the people of Kentucky. I know what this is like, man. Because every couple of years, Houston, Texas, we all almost die from a hurricane. It's bad.
Hoping little seats here and stuff fall. Hey, my Dr. Pepper's in there.
Oh,
I think I just get bit by a snake. Oh no, that's the cord. Oh, it came up a foot or two since I was just playing in this house.
Oh, those poor people. I feel so bad. What the fuck, man? Oh, those poor people. Wow. Pray for Kentucky. Holy shit. Oh, yeah. This was yesterday. Bridget Gabriel, thank you very much. Dearborn is a captured city. Ashura processions marching through American streets in broad daylight. This is what losing your country looks like. Yes. You got the people think that our biggest problem is a fucking couple trainees in the street with rainbow flags. No. It's this. This is Dearborn, Michigan. Yesterday.
وألف ربيع ورقية والهوية حيدرية حسينية قلوبهم الندية أرواحهم الزكية قبضاتهم العلوية نداؤها لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين.
I wonder what they're chanting. They could be chanting death to America. They could be chanting you all will die. They could be chanting all kinds of shit. We don't have a trans liberal problem, guys. We don't. They're just stupid kids playing in the park with blue hair. They're not the issue, guys. They're the distraction. This is the issue, guys. We don't have a liberal issue in America. We have a Muslim issue in America. And make no mistake about it, like I said last night in our podcast. Oh my God. We're going to lose our country over feelings, over not wanting to offend these people. They're taking over our country. They are. They want to put in Sharia law. They want to put my daughter and your wife and my imaginary girlfriend into burqas. And we're worried about a couple rainbow flags and trans weirdos. We're not being invaded. We have been invaded by Islam. Islam is not compatible with Western civilization at all. Sharia law is not something that is like a normal practice of a normal society. But make no mistake about it, the Muslims are going to use all this pride shit. Think about this thing right here that we're watching, and that pride shit is all in the same country, right? So they're going to use this, saying that America needs to be cleansed, and they're going to get some of the people on their side that look at that other depravity and go, fuck, we need to do something. You're going to clean up the dirtiness of our streets. So we, you, if you're watching me, it's you and me, the conservative Republican caucus of this country, the American Patriots. We are the dividing line between Seattle yesterday and Dearborn yesterday. We are the barrier between naked men with breasts dancing in front of children in the streets and Sharia law. It's up to all of us to save America because the liberals are not going to do it. And you know what? You think that they're going to, join forces maybe and we're the enemy? No, because who do you think the jihadists are going to go after first? The people being sexual deviants in the streets or everybody with the guns? The people who are going to give them a real fight, the American Patriots, or these blue-haired clown weirdos who aren't tough without their mace or without their attacks when you're not looking. They'll never fight you. That's why I'm so aggressive with Mike, because he's never going to fight me one-on-one. He wants to hit me in the back of the head when I'm not looking with a pipe and run the other way. That's their tactics. They'll never fight you stand up one-on-one, man-to-man. They don't even know what that means, man-to-man, because they don't know what a fucking man is. But if you think for a second that radical Islam is not going to use the liberal, wacko, insanity, naked people in front of kids shit, if you don't think they're going to use that as a tool to push their own agenda, then you're not fucking paying attention. It's coming. It's fucking coming. They're coming for your daughters. They're coming for your wives. They're coming for all of our women. They are. We're going to lose our country to radical Islamic terrorists while we're focused on fucking trainees. And I'm a Jew, so they're going to come kill me first. So I won't even be here unless I can fucking figure out how to pull off a fucking Rambo. I don't know how we're going to fix this because we're the United States of America and our government, whether it's Trump in office or Biden in office, it doesn't matter who's in office. As a whole, our government is too worried about being labeled as a racist and a whatever to actually we need to honestly forcibly remove we talked about this on the podcast, and MDG Gammon had a really good point. He did, and I changed my opinion. We can't forcibly remove these people, Muslims, because what if some of them have assimilated and they love America and they just happen to also be Muslim, but they're a moderate. They don't do all the crazy stuff. Their wife wears shorts and a t-shirt, whatever. We can't. You're right, MDG. You're right. Clip that shit, okay? But what we can do is we can get rid of the extremists. We can go through and see who's organizing this shit. Who wants Sharia law? The main extremists, we can get rid of those. But we have to create a situation where all these people leave on their own. That's really the way they get to it. And I think Denmark and Norway, I read off a list of countries last night. I think a lot of countries have banned face coverings in public for safety and security reasons. And I think we ought to ban the burqa. I think if you have the one, was it niqab or something, the one that has all your face, that's really pushing it anyways, right? But if you have the one with the wee little window, or even the one with the whole thing, that's the burqa and the hijab, and there's like 4 or 5 different ones, right? But if you have the one where it's like a wee little window, or like it's the whole thing, the whole face mask, I think that they should outlaw that in every city in America and it become an arrestable offense. I also think they ought to see that's how you get rid of these people. You ban them from living the way they want to live in America. You can no longer cover your face in public. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can no longer have processions like this of over 20 people in America. They don't want to down the people's religion, but Islam is not a normal religion. It's a cultist religion. They were calling it on one of our shows not a religion, but it is a religion. But you might not agree with it. I think Scuba Steve was saying it wasn't a religion. It is a religion, bro. You just don't agree with it, but it is their religion. It's fucked up, and they treat their people like shit. And we cannot agree completely with Islam, but it's still a religion. And it's protected by America, by the Constitution. And it's a huge mistake to have that, because when you have a situation like this, these people have been taught and drilled in their heads that they are morally superior to all of us. And it is their job in life to convert the world and kill those who refuse to convert. Period in the story. Moderate Muslims. I'm sorry. I just don't know if I believe that there even are moderate Muslims. I think that there are just Muslims who haven't been radicalized yet. But I think if you read the Quran, if you really believe this, if you're at this thing right here, wearing this, flying these flags, chanting this stuff, these people right here are the people we need to forcibly remove. All of these folks. Now, all the other Muslims that didn't go to this, they're like, yeah, I don't want to be a part of that. I love America. I just want to say, those people, we probably keep those people, right? But we need to make it so difficult. Stop giving them handouts when they come in. Stop catering to them. Stop giving them any sort of like benefits because they're Muslims or because they're foreigners coming in. Stop letting them buy land. Stop letting them run for office. I don't think that you should be able to hold any elected office in this country at all unless you were born here. Because we're going to end up in a situation where all of our government officials are not native born Americans. Therefore, they don't care like I care, like you care. Yeah. All right. I know this girl. Yeah, she is. This is Shoe on Head. Have you ever seen that channel, maybe Shoe on Head? This is who this is. By the way, she is married to a white nationalist, a very lucky man. Okay.
Honestly, my honest, real opinion about this, my hot take of the video, everybody, here it comes. Lukewarm, microwaved, 4-day-old mac and cheese take, here it comes. If they want to go make their own, like, all-black schools, all-black towns, they should be allowed to. Go for it. Black people want to go create Wakanda? They should be able to. But white people should be allowed to create Agartha. If people want to willingly segregate themselves, they should be allowed to go ahead and do that. Deadass, who cares? Everyone else can live in a desegregated society. They can go have their ethnostates. But there's only one side that will not be able to do that. Honestly, my honest...
Holy shit. That's based. I've seen her videos on other topics, non-political, but this is fucking based. I like it. And she's right. Hey, if you want to have a black-only church or a black-only club or a black-only neighborhood or a black-only whatever, that's honestly maybe a hot take, right? Like she said, maybe you won't agree with me, but you agree with everything else, right? You won't like this, but I think it's fine. You want to go segregate yourself and have a Jewish only or a white only or a whatever only or a Mexican only club or whatever, that's fine with me. I don't mind. But don't get mad when the white people do it too. You know what I mean? You can't get mad. If you got an all black community and it's thriving and everybody's happy and shit, and then an all white community and you're going to call these people racist and Nazis and all this shit and KKK because they're going to all white. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. Libs hate us. All right, we're going to end on this because it's getting close to the time. Oh my God, I hate the fact that all these people are black because it just holds black people down so much, man. If I was black, I would hate people like this. God, it would drive me nuts. It's bad. And these are foreign black people, though. I don't think they're American blacks. That's why that whole African American shit is gone for me. I'll never address a black person as an African American again, ever. You know why? Few reasons. Number one, you ain't African. You never been to Africa. African people don't like you, and you wouldn't survive fucking 2 weeks in Africa. And number two, and the most important one, you're an American. We are equals. You're not better than me. I'm not better than you. If China invades this motherfucker and we have to fight them, I got a gun for you, bro. I don't give a shit that you're black. I care that you're an American. So this whole African American shit is done for me. You're not African American. You're just American who happens to also be black. Don't give a shit, bro. I care way more about your patriotism than your skin pigment. Way more. I got a badass gun for you too. Wait, ooh, you're gonna love this shit. Ooh.
Shoot for free. Sir, man.
Oh yeah, you see these guys? These guys hate African American. They hate Americans who are black. They don't like you. They'll rob and kill you too. Hey, will.
Merman. Oh my gangsta. Oh my gangsta. It's sir, man. It's sir, man. Stop playing. Stop playing.
You want these people living next door to you, huh? You want them around your kids?
Stop playing. Oh my gangsta. Oh my gangsta. Everybody.
I mean, how many times did he say that in like 30 seconds? Like 10 times? They look like young kids.
Yeah. Oh my are talking. Active.
All right, that's enough of that. All right, I can't show that one. Man shot while tackling a gunman at World Cup watch party. You should watch this one right here. This one right here at the top. I can't play it. Okay, we're going to end on this. Gay black dude admits to giving over 200 men HIV and he's not sorry. Happy Pride Month. I don't even want to play this. I don't want to give this any time. It's 5 minutes. Wait, let me just play a tiny bit of it. Let me see what he sounds like. How dumb is he? Him posting this video? You know the police can find you through this video, right? You should be arrested immediately. What the fuck are you doing? You should go to prison for the rest of your life in solitary confinement.
Yeah, that you read it right. I gave about maybe over 200 people HIV. Hold on, I'm gonna light my black and I'm gonna take. Okay, cause I ain't got all day cause I got shit to do. Probably somebody's husband. But okay, so
what the fuck, man? Tomorrow, Townhall Tuesday, William Wheating. Not to be confused with Will Wheaton. We're not interviewing Wesley Crusher. We're interviewing a Senate candidate from Arizona. His daughter's in Space Force. And you know what he does for fun? He gets up in his cowboy gear with his AR-15 and his American flag and goes at the corner of traffic and waves his flag and yells at traffic. Does that sound familiar to you? We're going to make a new friend tomorrow, and his name is William Weeding. It's going to be awesome. I hope you tune in. Last day of the month. All the content creators are surging to make their last bit of money before the month wraps up. So if you want to help me out, go watch some of my videos. Watch some of the clips. I'm going to be making like 4 or 5 shorts today, later on. But watch all the stuff. Watch some stuff. Come to the town hall tomorrow. You know, hey, should be a Cash App. I don't know. $ Climatics TV, right? I appreciate it. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for being here with me. And we'll catch you the next time. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Monday. Peace.